open here, we go up to the top and go down to the bottom, and then we close like right there. When the next candle opens, you don't want it to go all the way back up to reoffer, because that shows someone was willing. It either shows someone was willing to buy discount value and they're approaching premium, or at nothing else, no one was willing to sell value. Right, so it's going all the way back up to premium. You want a seller that's strong enough that when it comes back to value, right, when it opens and then they pull it back up, the seller finds kind of ideally in that consequence encroachment area, in that like 50% mark on that previous candle. It should hold there and then make new lows, close, right? And that's what really, gives you that idea that as they offer, and then generically, if you go into trend, right, like so, watch this uptrend here. Notice engulfing. Look how it comes right back to the half, right? And then we press, we come back right back to that area. Then when we push up and we buy premium, look where we come back, right to that area, right? And then we press up here, we close, we open again, press up, close, and then look when we sell. We're selling because we're hitting that bid, we're hitting that bid, we're hitting that bid, and then up. This is the one we stop in front of, right? So there's our buyer, right? So that's our main support level, because that's where we stop, right? We then closed, went to reoffer, didn't even make a new low, squeezed right back up, right? So that kind of shows you that someone was willing to buy that again, right? So ideally, you want to get as close to premium as possible. See what I mean? See how they ran that out? So you want so now we would be watching this to see if this ends up being a big engulfing sell that hits with really good volume. If it does, now you've seen a top and sweep, right, and then sell, right? But if this isn't an engulfing candle with high volume, then it doesn't show that the seller is motivated enough to drive the price. And again, you don't want a minnow, right? We're not after bait fish. We're after the big fish, right? We want the whale that's going to come in here and pounce. And when they pounce, it's this one. You're going to see it. Yay, Andrew is in the house. I'm so excited.
I got a question on that L2 I was showing you. Where would you think between 61,550 and 61,58? Where would you think based on the order book? Because you have 150, you got 250, and then you got 130 sitting above it. So either in this area.
Right now we're at 60. We're basically at 6150 right now. Yeah, there we are.
Yeah. I mean, we could run right up into that guy.
Yeah.
We'll get all the way to there.
I mean, your most prevalent order set's way up to 6160, but I like how the book is lean up to like 6157 to 58. You know what I mean? So I feel like someone with a really good amount of volume could come in there and just buy and get through that easily enough, and then start selling right in front of the larger one. Like they would sell a little bit in front of 6158, and they would sell more at 6160. If we crack back through 6168, they'll probably get rid of the rest. If I was trading with someone else's money and I didn't care what I was doing with it, that's what I do with it. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a fresh drink. I'm so excited. I don't have to drink.
But these maybe in here will push to 240. In a large order, just below 22,238.
Yeah, there was, yeah,
That's a 30, there's a 30 there. And just below it, there's a 24 at 22,236. I mean, that's right to be looking.
yeah, that's what, yeah. Yeah, like, and bookmark said, like,
We have to get through the 20 lot that's hanging at 22,227.
20 block.
And that there's another 20 that just showed above, and they're turning stuff off and off between 226 and 228. The stagnant stuff is still up there at 237-ish.
Point out in 6 minutes.
That ain't them bad. Old man. 48 degrees in Florida.
I'm about to go to 90-degree weather, dude.
Yeah, I'll take it. I want to go to Mumbai. But it's humid too. I miss humidity.
Yeah.
Cold and damp, but not a good time. All right, so you're ready to play this party.
Only 5 minutes left. Oh, joy. Oh, I have to say that with this one going on, right?
Yeah.
फिर हम कहीं चले जाओ पापा काम
What's
करने लगे हैं
that tune where they have you can go,
ओके बेटा
maybe you're not old enough. Oh, yeah.
No, I remember it. I remember that. Oh god, what is that? Oh my god.
There was one of those classic cartoons.
So I grew up in the middle of the woods, like with Nintendo. You know what I mean? So the only cartoons I watched when I was a kid were not the current cartoons. So I don't remember what that was. That was good. It reminds me of like the Monty Python, and there was much rejoicing. But but I know what you're talking about.
So I've got a funny one. So I let my son watch Monty Python when he was young, and I think he was in, I don't know, 8th grade or freshman year of high school, and they were showing or discussing the plague, and they were showing something about, people dying or whatever, and from the back of the room, my son goes, "Bring out your dad."
I'm not dead yet. I actually feel better.
God. Yeah, and then
That's
people look it up.
speaking 5 minutes after the open, by the way, so hold on to your shorts.
nice orders at NQ Talk there at 220. Just above it, 26 now. See if we run up to 26. Could go all the way up to 36. 26 to 36. Really shitty definition on talk yesterday. I'm still thinking 38's a shot.
Kita mama mungkin slow please apa kamu kayak
Maybe that'll help you.
चलो बेटा प्लीज हो
Your time
प्लीज
frame.
प्लीज बेटा ओके बेटा ध्यान रखना बीबी को दिखते हो ओके नीट बंद कर दे
That's one heck of a screen right there. That's a lot of information.
Yeah. Have held M period I. Friday, Friday.
Hold on, hopefully it'll be over.
The thoughts we hold there and check that out.
I stored it in video. I got in with not the greatest fill, so if it squeezes back up, actually I'll get out of it and then see if I get a better price.
Yeah, I'd be looking at 22 to 26 right now, really hard. Anything above 22 to 25 is a premium. We had lots of buying up there, but all we did is reverse. Absorption possibly.
I was watching my gold position and then I wasn't focusing on Nvidia and it got right to R3 and it was beautiful. It looked just right.
Look at NQ rejecting the M period after the spike.
I missed the entry too.
Man, did it say no?
Oh my God. Right to R3 on Ninja. Like what a perfect wick on NQ. Holy moly. That's aggressive.
Holy man, that was perfect. There we go.
I exited the Nvidia one just because my entry was so slot. Like it was the new 1 minute low, and my stop was going to be so wide. I'm really hoping we're going to reoffer to R3 or get a little bit closer and give me a chance to get in with a stop with a better stop. So, but so I'm just going to kind of hold out here. The order book did get a little bullish, so. Seller there, hitting an R3. Order book's a little bit more bearish now. Bot.
We'll come back up to 51. They put that loss dropped to 51 now for
All right, come on, all right, there's PDC. Let's see what happens when they offer to PDC here. We don't want a strong buyer here. It's okay if it squeezes. We don't want a strong buyer. If it sells through PDC, that's going to be pretty great for us.
What you're watching.
NVIDIA, I got a really nice short on it. But, all right, there's the squeeze. Ooh, that's a bigger squeeze than I want. Dadgum, NVIDIA, man. Volume's really light on it, though.
Yeah, but I hate that.
Yeah, don't be an ass. It's at monthly R4 and intradaily R3 in a lower range. I mean, it's got, and the order book just has a few too many asks on the top side. It's too balanced. So hopefully they don't have to go up and sweep the ask in order to get it to sell. Big 140 ask. All right, there's the bids. Those fucking bids. Still holding gold. I'm 3/4 of my way to my target on gold. I switched to trailing the 50. So either way, I'm going to make a couple $100 in gold. But I'm well on my way to a target. I'm going to come into a bearish FVG in a minute. I have to get through.
You want
Oh, okay.
I heard the word short, and I heard a couple things in there. I feel like this is trade talk. I'm like, I bet we're getting some secrets here. Now, I keep wanting to get. They make that little like translator thing you stick in your ear. You know what I mean? And then when people talk, because wouldn't it be fun just to like go to like an amusement park or something and just walk around and like, everyone thinks you don't know what you're saying, and you walk up there and you're like, hi.
I said to my wife, I don't need to worry about my video short because Thor is short too, so that's okay.
5 minutes. Yeah, we had good
Now I'm worried.
we had good buying, and we're almost engulfing.
It's definitely a short position that I'm okay with losing. Like, it's the problem is we're just not getting enough active selling on NVIDIA. Like, we don't have our initiative seller coming in and hitting right now. That's the only problem we have. We have too much ask, and we're not getting enough selling. So this might not work, but it's in the right spot at the right time. It's worth hanging on to. I just wish that sell signal right at the open was beautiful. So I mean, there's a lot of good things about it that I really like. It's just not going anywhere. And I don't know if I wasn't watching the market. Maybe because the market's not really going anywhere.
Not.
You know what I mean? NVIDIA doesn't want to go anywhere. I like it. I mean, I definitely think it's definitely a good trade. The order, but if I was going to critique it, that I would say there's too many asks. So which is why it's just taking so long to sell. There's too much enticement to the top side. They don't want to go away with that many orders unless selling starts hitting the bid. And then they'll know they fished the basket and they'll start selling down the bid. But still not. Come on, gold. Into the bait. Get into that bearish FVG.
Well, for the last week, JP and I have been seeing a lot of the selling on limit, nothing market active at all. By the way, he flew back to Spain. JP did. A friend of his is dying. So, well,
Oh yeah, that's cool.
yeah.
All right, there's our seller again. Come on, come on, come on. We reoffered premium a bunch of times. No one bought it all.
What's your target?
My target is just in front of it's like 138. I waited for it to reoffer and it got back to like here on VWEB and I tagged it in VWEB stop of 50 yesterday. So like stop like 140. Because I had to tighten it up a little bit. If I ran it up, I really wanted it to be above high of day. But the offer didn't give me high of day. And if I ran it there, I was afraid that I wouldn't have enough distance for a target to hit before I get the buyers. So worst case scenario, if it squeezes me out, you just let it squeeze me out and get back in, and I'll get better PR if it sets up.
Well, we have a really good chance of going all the way down to 160, 130. I get the idea of 61.36 because that's the last area we started pushing from. But I mean, we just blew through S4 easily, right?
Boom. Look at the volume on that cell. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, no, I think we're headed towards.
I was saying this can end up in a trending breakdown. Like if this goes where it can go, I mean ATR low on the calculated high allows us to get all the way back to that.
We tried a little buying up here, but it's flat out selling. So there's a little attempt right here at 36. I got through it. Let's see what they all do down here at 30. 61.30. That's a spike base. Oh, we're back in that little fine in there.
All right, man. My wife, she couldn't find the dog. She let it out. It had like disappeared into the bushes. Look at that. Almost, God, my target actually wasn't that far away. I almost got to my target there.
So go.
Yeah. So my target is 137.22.
You got this. 137.22. We can do this. At this point, we're selling, right? So at this point, don't even worry about it unless you find a really big buyer, like an initiative buyer, like large, giant, big engulfing bar with volume. You know what I mean? Until then, this is selling. We've got a bearish order book. Um, we've got volume to the downside. Come on, NVIDIA. Almost. Come on.
Going to 36.
I need 138.40.
I
One
was
hard
going to-
drop.
I was going to go long on Microsoft, but then I heard you're going short on Nvidia. Then I shorted Nvidia.
Nice.
Look at it, Microsoft thought.
I'm just glad we allowed your significant other to see the comp. I'm okay in my position because Thor is shorting the position. I was like, oh my god, don't say that.
Or said it was okay, don't get out.
Thor said it was okay, so I took the trade. I'm like, oh my god. See, that's like one of those things like happens to me sometimes when I'm trading, like, I'll be trading live with like Brian. And I'm like, man, I really like this first short. And Brian's like, I'm gonna go long on this. And I actually respect Brian's ability to read price action so much, it'll stop me from getting into the trade. I'll go, you know what? No. I'll just wait and see if he's wrong or right. And then I'll do something. And then if he goes, oh yeah, you know what? I'm reading it and actually I don't like it. Looks like it's not gonna make it. I'm like, okay, I'm good. Now I'm gonna go short. Oh, don't be a jerk. You know you're good.
I'm just above 34. There's a good reason to bounce right.
Right here, 138.40. So this is one of those moments where sometimes it's like you don't, you make kind of a decision for the how to help your RVR. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what happened here. So my initial entry, like I wanted to tag this right at R3, and I was so excited about it. And then I got distracted watching my gold position I was in. And then all of a sudden I looked back and the dang thing was already way down here. So it pulled back and I went ahead and went short. But if I ran my stop above high of day, my target was going to need to be really stinking wide. So I went ahead and cut that position at break even when it came back, let it reoffer, and then tagged it on the reoffer and threw my stop.
Oh yeah. I thought my stop loss is above high of the day, like 140.50, and my target is 137.22.
I got for on NQ.
Yeah. Yeah, boy. right? You're only allowed to overtrade when you're up 2 winners, right? And basically, I'm going to say take 2 trades regardless of outcome, 2 more trades, right? And really don't even, be picky as you can, but who cares? Like at this point, you've got free money. We're gonna gamble. You know what I mean? Because this is where you end up at 20R or something like that. You can hit.
I gotta show you something real quick.
Show me.
Okay, so we came down to the prior level right there, we tried to hide. You saw longs getting in right here at that level, and then look at the sell right here and slammed it.
Yeah, they came out like they were
Right.
building in. They came out on market order and just dumped.
Oh, they just crushed it right there. Big sell order, we just dumped through it. They were trying to buy at that level. That was little weak hands trying to buy, that you can see it, and then they dumped a huge order, and all we did was dump. Holy crap, oh, that was fun to watch. Okay,
There we
So-
go, baby.
we hit the value low, we tested it below the spike base. Okay, down to S6.
So if I give me a target today, I'm gonna wipe out all my losses from January and February. Nice.
Love this. Good stuff, man. I really have been really happy. This has been definitely feeling it. Good stuff, people. This is how we do. So really controlled, really good, educated, just thought out trading stuff going on. This is very good, very good. Double clap.
Look at those value areas or in green. So we were really happy trading here. Then we open it up. We go up yesterday and close out on the M period. We couldn't even get back to M period. All we did was open up here and sell all the way through prior value.
Mm-hmm. There it is.
Do you see my entry up here?
Yes, I do. I really enjoy it when you have the time to come by in these mornings like this, because I think you do kind of dial us in a little bit more technically when you go through this, because I'm not so technical. So when you come in and go through some of these stuff and and you can show that, I really think it does dial things in a little bit, which is really cool. So that's fun. I love it. That's good stuff. What to do now?
Done the primary move, right? I don't know what happens for the rest of the day. It's a hell of an ID. Look at that first 30 minutes. Look at that thing go. Holy camoli.
Yeah. Well, that was fun.
Honestly, if you're thinking about a bounce, you go back to lower value area at 61.36. If you let it go back.
Man, INTC swept right up to R3 and offered a short right from R3 too. Dang it. And DOS is R3 at least. Pretty close on ours too. Look at how our ATR high on INTC is almost at session high. And that's happening right as we're getting near ATR low. I love these things. Simple tools that give you huge information.
Yep, there's S6.
I should hold my position. It's another 4 hours.
You gotta leave some for the rest of us, man. You gotta leave some for the rest of us.
You're never going to get it. You're going to just take what the market gives you and be happy.
That's what I'm doing. I'm not looking at about anything. I got my target. That's what I've been doing for like the last 20 days. Once I got my target, I'm done.
Yep.
Yeah. My I used to, when I first started working on this more specifically, I used to, after I would hit goals, I would just have to done. Like I'd literally go for a run. That way, by the time I got back, I was like physically exhausted. I'd already made money, and it was a little later in the day, and then I could actually analyze. Because even if I tried to like analyze my trades, I'd still end up in trades. So I was just like, all right, I gotta get out of here.
So last year I did it. I was so happy, like over a year, and I was so happy. Then like the thing get messed up, but the last month I controlled myself. Like I bet my combine in 1 week, and now I'm trading with my Express account,
That's awesome.
No,
and I'm taking one full contract only.
So that was the Dwayne, which he's been deployed on not military, but he's been doing some MRI repairs on now. So he's been pretty busy the past he's gonna be out for, I think he comes back in a couple of days, being around a little bit more, but he found that to be his thing that he really liked. He started he started doing the just one full size NQ or one full size ES, and then he would just he had one day where he woke up in the morning and it was just really oversold. He went ahead and bought like S6 or something like that, and then it went from S6 to R6 that day. It did a full unicorn on the NQ. I mean, he was like, I've never made so much money doing so little. He's like, in my entire life. He's like, I literally just woke up in the morning and was like, wow, this is low. I'm just gonna buy one contract and see what happens. You know, and
I hit the 4.
what the nice?
wow.
I told you it could get there. I told you it could get there.
No, that's with my wife, okay? That's with my wife.
Good on.
Look at ES.
Say, Thor was in it, and that's why it worked.
It completely.
Yes.
I haven't taken any profit yet, Lauren.
He's like, I'm still holding. I don't know. Yeah.
I mean,
I'm gonna wait for Mark to say he's out, and then I'll look at it right off of R3 in the pre-market on NQ. So NQ acts like a lower range almost.
Okay, I'm gonna take 5 off at 08. Right
Here we go.
here.
You're right at the bottom of a bullish FVG. ATR low today would be like 21,900.
What's
Wow.
something going on? Look at all this seller and she can do anything.
Or with this trade, I turned my equity curve like really on the positive side. Thank you so much.
I'm so happy to hear that.
I really do. Thank you.
That's exciting. Good. That's good. That's good. Now that you get the feeling, right? Just understand you can absorb small losses as long as you keep them small and intentional, right? And then do what you do, and if you hold it right and take advantage of it, then when it hits, it feels good. You know what I mean? It's like and then you don't have to do that too many times when you start to say, okay, I'm good. People ask me like, how can you hold all the way through that pullback to take that full R loss? Because that's what taking a full winner feels like. You know what I mean? It's like you held, you followed the process, you got in the right location, you had a reasonable stop. Your target distance was within ATR, right? So although it felt far, it really wasn't, right? How long did it take you to get there? Half hour? Oh, I'm sorry. Did you make full target in a half hour? You know what I mean? Like, it's really not that bad. You know what I mean? So, hell yeah. I mean, just hell yeah.
A really good chance of retesting 6130 from here. So the bounce from the bottom back up to here and then back down. I mean, that would be my bet right now. We got the full moon back to range low, back up to check that spike base, and then re-enter for a short.
I'm trying to log on INDC here.
I mean, that was a
I'm
really
gonna see
good
if I can
place.
find my
That was
loser.
really good place for a long. Because that's just market structure.
I also longed in queue on that dip into 21,950. Tagged it. I knew as soon as Mark starts taking shares off, I start going along. Boom, target. Yeah, that was stupid.
I mean, that's very intentional, right?
That was great.
Why?
Just a little 4-hour target right off the bottom.
So the other thing too, so like make me feel good, like when I get out the set.
It's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
It's so cool.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm glad you're having a good day. You guys don't understand. Like I know this is gonna sound like some arrogant bullshit. I'm so sorry. Like I've been winning at trading for a few years now. Right? So I enjoy winning, but I enjoy winning like the way like a really good tennis player enjoys winning a tennis match. Like I kind of expect to win because that's what I've been doing. Right? But I love educating. I love helping other people and hearing y'all do well. Right. So that really makes me, I love hearing that you're doing that. It's not, the thing is what you're doing isn't lucky. You know what I mean? That's the fun part about this, right? What you're doing is not lucky. It was intentional. You had something you wanted to do. You saw the way you wanted to do it. You had the risk metric in place. All of those varied things were together on your account. And then you hit that trade. And then all you did was nothing. And just let it get there and make you the money. And that is what we are after.
Yeah,
Man, what a great few days I've had. This is awesome. I basically made almost my entire money in 3 days.
Hey,
I'm
does your NQ candle look like what you drew earlier today?
Yeah. Basically. Yeah, I mean, like if you pull up, look at my entry on INTC.
It's a great move.
I should have ran my stop tighter. I'm not used to trading a $25 ticker. $25 is definitely at like the bottom of my what I'm willing to do. Hold on, where's NQ? Yo, hey, does anyone have a screenshot? Does anyone have a screenshot of the bullshit I was saying this morning? Look where we went.
similar, but I'm gonna put something in there. It's kind of similar.
He's like, actually, it wasn't the same. You said it was going to be engulfing. Liar. It wasn't engulfing. It's got a downside wick.
I put something.
Something where it was supposed to. It doesn't mean we're done.
Dang it.
We're just the first 40 minutes.
Oh man, what did you put up?
I put in mental shot, like when you wake after the oven. But this is a 10-minute chart. Let me go down.
And with Mohammed, when we were in here in the morning, I was over here and I said, what I think will happen is if we start selling from here, we'll end up with an engulfing bar. And then I went in here and found this value area off of the top of that. And I said, it'll probably look something like this. And I'm like, don't be underestimated. So I'm like, it probably will go right to R3 and tag R3, right? This value area. But the hell does this thing look like? What? This is when you're understanding the offering process, right? And how they're looking for orders and what they do. I'm telling you guys, this isn't luck. We're doing this at the institutional level right now, right? This ain't some BS. This is institutional level. This is market making. We're trading right now. We're responding to the institutional movement in an incredibly precise way. I mean, think about we're risking we're of your account. Think about the daily percentage you generate when these things work. I mean, it's just incredible. So, fun.
Okay, so me taking off my 5 ES contracts on that move allows me to carry the other 20 to wherever I want to.
Yeah, 20 now. What a party. ES is all the way down. Like, that's just so
Now,
fun.
can anybody,
Man, I wish I had recorded that this morning. That was like
can
crazy.
anybody on the screen tell me where we bounced? My chart's already calling it out.
On ES,
On ES, the
ES,
TPO block that was
TPO hawk.
naked from back here.
ES bounced from 61,103.
There was the TPO POC right there. Prior POC, TPO. If you can't see the precision of where the market goes, okay, we come back to very specific areas. And TPO POC today is here. It's where we bounced back up and tested. Right there. Now, if you know the structure of pivots, and this is the pivot theory in collaboration with market profiles, which we had value down here, we pushed out, we're still holding above prior value, right? The question is, we set value here. There's a gap between lower value and higher value. We lost this one. We said no to lower. So far, we are in no man's land between 28 and 6,100. This is no man's land. Very dangerous, right? So we had value in here, we had value up there. That's a danger zone. So if you trade anywhere in here, good friggin' luck.
Mhm.
Because we're saying no to this value area and we're saying no to the value area below. I don't know which one it's going to pick. We've said no once here, but we haven't gone back to test this one. This is where, okay, so in tennis, there's a place called no man's land. You don't freaking go there.
Yeah, that's like our kill zones, just areas of low volume where the price can be easily manipulated. We want to be in the right spots on these ranges.
Either you're going to
We definitely don't want to be in there.
take it at the top of prior value, which is here, and push back up to test bottom of value there. In the middle, I got nothing for you. You can take the trade in here all day long. And nothing.
Here goes ES off of S6. Or it's trying. I don't know if I see enough volume. I haven't seen a big ignition yet to say that we bought them.
We should just be chopped for a while for it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I have a feeling we may still actually close engulfing. We could just chop down here.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
I mean, if we left this value and we said no to prior value, we may just range between those two levels all day long. we're starting to set up a value area right in here. We'll see if we accept that. And the current value accepted area is pretty much hot there.
Thor, I feel like we, oh, I'm sorry.
This is limit orders. This isn't aggression at the top of where we are. Here we go.
What were you saying, Sophie?
Oh, I was gonna say that I think we are trying to reoffer to the buyers on MNQ right now, but I'm not sure if there's enough
ES
buying
seems to
volume.
have found a buyer. NQ definitely found a buyer and then reoffered S6. And the selling truncated and some buyers stepped in. So it would seem like they have fished a buyer. I would still like to see a larger volume signal on the buy side. Like I feel like we had a good sell side signal. Like, you know, so think about we have stopping, struggling, advancing volume, right? So you've seen the stopping volume. You know what I mean? So you like, you know, but have we seen the ignition of the next leg of the move? Maybe. I mean, because the stopping volume, actually, you know, we did have a good buy candle at 10:04 that had really nice volume on it, and then we came back to S6 perfectly from the top side on Ninja, at least that I'm looking on NQ right now, and reoffered there, and it started pushing up. So I mean, it looks pretty good. I mean, certainly ATR low as well at 21,900. It really didn't seem like there was very much downside left. You know what I mean? So I mean, it's a good. It would be definitely a good spot to try along. You know, if you had thought about trying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, especially with us being on a narrow day. You know, we can pull back to go back to S4 basically. So that gives you a move all the way. You know, all the way back up to there. There it go. There it goes. I almost longed ES off the bottom. I was like, no, I'm not going to do that because I'm having too good of a day, and I don't want to take a stupid another trade right here after catching. You know, I got a nice little move on gold. Now I got my Nvidia, and now I got that. I was like, you know what? I'll hang out today. I should have taken it. This
I have a question about gold. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like this is the time like I hear like in this gold it move good like around the weekend and at night.
Yeah, I'm gonna be looking at it a little bit more. I've noticed it moving around a little bit better, but it does seem to trade better in the pre-market or sort of the after hours. It seems to be more active after hours. Like the move thing, like the move it had from like 8, you know, from like what was it? It was like from near R4, you know, starting at like 5:30 in the morning. That move it made all the way up until 7:30. Beautiful. It's a huge move. So it definitely has some potential. And then I bought it right off of S3 when it did like 3 hits when it reoffered the third time I bought S3. And then my target was 29.55. So I hit my target, which was really nice. It was technically a higher range and it overshot a bit, but
Okay, we're coming up to the decision point.
it was a really great spot for a long there. Dang it. Look at me leaving money on the table and being upset about it. See? I have to listen to my own talks. You already here. Go, man. Don't worry about it.
Okay, let's see what happens at 28. between 25 and 28, we have VWAP at 25.
We have a bearish FVG right here.
Yeah, and that's
So
TTO.
now we're reoffering to the sell side right here. We've squeezed up. We're now offering to the sell side here underneath S4, and then they're going to fish for a seller. So if they can't find one, never underestimate how far NQ can friggin' squeeze. But they should find a seller right here that's going to sell back down, because it shouldn't reoffer too much higher. I mean, right here we had like basically a 1, 2, 3, whole bunch of bearish FVG.
Thor,
This is crazy. Yo,
look on my L2 at 28.
coming in hot. Oh yeah.
1,000
Uh-huh.
at 28.
That's yep,